Hi guys. Well, we can't be at school, but we can still have library. I'm just here at home and I thought, well, I'll go ahead and record some books for you. And I'll continue to do this over the next few weeks. I want to start with our California Young Reader books and get those done so that you can actually vote. And I can get those votes in by the deadline of April 1st. So I'm going to read the one that I think is the last one that we need to read. And then I'll read a couple more just in case some of you have missed the last few that we read. And then I'm going to send you over a Google document in the next day or two that lists all of those books. And you can choose the only one book that was your very favorite. And the way that I kind of would recommend you choosing that book is, if you're having a hard time, choose the book that you would give as a gift. If you wanted to share with one of your friends, what book would that be? So, because we can only choose one. So I'm going to read you today The Highest Mountain of Books in the World. And it's written by Rocio Bonilla. Okay, here we go. Lucia was convinced he was born to fly. The pictures are so pretty. He could spend hours watching the birds soar or airplanes leaving white trails in the sky up above. Lucas! He tried to make wings many times. Millions of wings. Big ones, small ones, even ones with real feathers. Surely, he thought, one of his inventions would make his dream come true. To fly. But none did. Santa Claus is what he's writing a letter to. Lucas refused to give up. Every Christmas, he would write Santa Claus a letter asking him to pretty please bring me wings that can really fly. But for some reason, year after year, Santa got it wrong, giving him toy wings that were no use at all. There he is. On his birthday, after blowing out the candles on his cake and making the same wish he'd made each and every birthday before, his mother said, "There are other ways to fly, Lucas." And she put a book in his hand. At first, Lucas didn't understand what she meant, but he sat in the garden and started to read anyway. He loved the story that his mother had given him so much, he finished it in one sitting. I wonder if any of you have ever finished a book all in one sitting. You probably have and started it over right away. Almost without realizing it, he picked up another book, and then another, and another. He was amazed by everything he discovered, learned, and imagined. And there he is in the belly of a whale. He started to devour books endlessly, and the more he read, the faster he read. He couldn't stop. He soon finished all the books from the bookcase in the living room, and the books from his sister's room, too. This is a picture from a really old book, this one right here, called The Little Prince. And he says, "More!" Before he knew it, the garden was full of books. He stacked them up, sat on them, and asked for more. Everyone bought him books. His best friend Thomas, the girl next door. A little bit of a glare. The music teacher, his grandfather, and even the local baker. And there is Bigfoot. And so his mountain of books grew and grew and grew. After a while, Lucas stopped coming down, not even to eat or sleep. His mother, his sister, and even the fire department tried to get him to come down, but Lucas could only think about reading. And there he is, almost to his roof. When he'd finished all the books in the neighborhood, he started on vans full of books from the local library. The mountain of books grew higher, and he became so famous that he was even on TV. Yeah. When people found out about him, they came from all over to see the highest mountain of books in the world. Look at them. All across the globe. Look at this page. Look how high up he is, and it's even raining. Lucas didn't notice anything. He just kept on reading. With each story, he traveled to other countries, discovered interesting things about history, met new characters, and imagined worlds that didn't really exist. That looks like One and Only Ivan, or maybe King Kong. And then one day, all of a sudden, he understood what his mother meant. Even though he couldn't fly, his imagination could. In fact, he realized that he hadn't stopped flying since he started his first book. And at that moment, he wanted to climb down the mountain to tell her, but how? And look at how high up he is. And that's when his imagination allowed him to fly yet once again. Oh my goodness, with all those birds. And he made himself an airplane out of the pages of the book. And there he is. So I think this was a pretty good book for you this week, because even if you can't go anywhere, guess what you can do? You can read some books, and they can take you anywhere you can imagine that you'd ever want to go. Okay? So this, again, is one of our final, options for California Young Readers. So don't forget, this will be on your list. And we have one more I'll read you tomorrow. Okay? And then I'm going to go ahead and read The Bad Seed. I think a lot of people have not heard that one. So I'll read The Bad Seed as well as Malala and her Magic Pencil tomorrow. Okay? So I hope you enjoyed it. If you have anything to say or any questions, you can, reach out to me through your teacher. Okay? And I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.